All right, what's up, guys? So, y'all know that those of y'all that follow me a little bit, you know that my wife and I, we went to the Carlsbad Caverns. So we thought we'd make a little video as far as, you know, the do's and don'ts of going to Carlsbad. So before we get into all that, we'll be right back. Let me get the intro in there.
Hey, baby, kept my soul. Thought I was your only vato.
All right. Was that the coolest intro ever? All right. So anyway, I liked it. So again, going to Carlsbad. It was great, guys. I mean, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, it is an 11. That's how much we liked it. So if you haven't been there, and there's something that you're like, man, we need to do something. We normally like to go to the Frio River, but of course in the summertime it gets packed. It gets crazy there. It's still a good place to go. Or maybe to the Guadalupe River, maybe around New Braunfels. Same thing. It gets packed. You want to go to do something different, guys? Go and see the caves at Carlsbad. Man, you will not regret it. So anyway, let me just go over a few things with you. Number one, and these are things that you should do, okay, before you go. Number one, reserve your spot online. Get online, reserve it. It's only $1 per person. So even if you don't end up going, hey man, you're only out a few bucks. It's not a big deal. Okay, so let's say you reserve it online, and then you do go. When you get there, it's going to be $15 per person, right? So you have two types of tours. You have the guided tour, which a park ranger will actually take a group of about 10 people or so and kind of take you down into it and all that. Man, that's cool, I guess. And then the second type of tour you can do is the self-guided tour. And you can also rent, in the self-guided, you could also rent these little speakers or little tablets, and it'll tell you, because it has like markers around the park, around the cave. Like you'll get to number 15, and then you'll hit number 15 on your tablet, and it'll explain to you what that whole thing is about. We just did the self-guided. It was great. That's all you really needed, right? Okay, that's number one. Number two, and this is going out to my active duty military brothers and sisters, as well as my veteran brothers and sisters. When you're there, show your proof. Like me, on my license, I have the veteran designation on my license, so I was able to get you will get, if you can prove it, you will get a free national park pass, and I want to say it's lifetime, so that you can get free of charge to any national park in the country. Can't beat it, right? And they'll include, I think it's 3 or 4 people, that can get in for free with you. So like your family, right? Like me and my wife, we would have normally paid $30. But since I'm a veteran and I got the National Park Pass, we basically went in for free. So just kind of keep that in mind. Another thing, now I don't know, we just went July 3rd, and I guess maybe because it was a holiday weekend, I'm not too sure, but there was quite a bit of people. All right, now I don't know if it's like that all the time, but it took us, when we got there, then you got to get in this line just to pay the $15, right, to get up to the window. And I think it took us roughly 45 minutes to an hour to get all the way up to, to speak to the customer service people there and pay your ticket. And it gets a little warm in there. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you, man, it had a little odor to the place, right, because it was kind of hot. Everybody was sweating, and it smelled like feet and asphalt. All right, I mean it was pretty bad. So be prepared for that. All right, you get there a little bit early. Even if you have, like, we had a 1:30 reservation, we got there around noon, and we finally got down into the cave about 1:30. So just keep that in mind. Feet and asphalt. That's what it was. That's what it was like. I haven't smelled that since probably boot camp. Anyway, just so you know. All right, I'll get off of that. Number 4, wear some good shoes. All right, don't go in flip-flops, don't go in sandals or anything like that, man. Just tough it out, get on. So I'm always in my flip-flops or my sandals. Put on some good rubber shoes because it does get a little damp down there. There are some wet spots, and it could be a little slippery if you're just in. Plus, it's a pretty good little hike. It's another thing I was going to tell you. I forgot to mention. You have two ways of getting down there into the cave. One, elevator, which is what we did. Elevator down, elevator back up. Man, I'm not going to be walking all that, because if you walk, it's like a 45-minute walk just to go down to the cave. Same thing coming back up. You forget all that. I'm too old for that now. So again, elevators, or you can hike it. Some people hiked down and then they took the elevator back up because they were probably, tired by then. But anyway, it's your choice, elevator or walk. Take good shoes. And probably the last thing I'll mention that really, really helped us out, some of the people told us that take a small flashlight. Other people, no, you don't need it. Guys, I'm going to tell you what, you do. Get yourself a good little flashlight. Just get Walmart or Lowe's or somewhere. And probably a 500 lumen little small flashlight will work great. I had it on my cap, one of those that just kind of clip on here. And it was great. I was able to see into some of the darker crevices. It is kind of low light down there, so just so you understand what's going on, and you're able to see things, right? That's about it. Last thing, look on Facebook. There's some really, really good Carlsbad Cavern Facebook groups, and they gave us good information. We were well prepared when we got there, so look at that as well. That's it, guys. That's all I got. Go have a great time, man. It was really worth the trip. There's not a whole lot of things in Carlsbad, but they got good restaurants, they got hotels, they got all that if you just kind of want to make a weekend out of it. The RV parks are everywhere. So yeah, any questions, just leave them in the comments. We'll try to answer them as best we can. Have a good one, guys. Orale.
Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Thought I was your only vato. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó? Please don't leave me decimoso. Come on baby, turn around. Let me see your pretty blue eyes. Don't you know that I love you? Please don't leave me decimoso. Hey baby, ¿qué pasó?